Going wink on the line and air bridge collapsing.
There's a sponsor. Kevin.
The switch from gravel to tarmac for round 3 of the K&C Groundworks Scottish Rally Championship had the potential to mix up the runners and riders at the top of the Autoshop two-wheel drives and the Alban Garage Challengers divisions.
Yeah, good. Well, we're here anyway and we're in the car and we're good to go. Just need to try and get a finish today. It's not been a very good weekend so far.
I was going to say, did you manage to get the car fixed and ready?
Yeah, boys have got the car fixed. I mean, they could have had it ready for yesterday to go out, but we just decided we'd just save it for today and see what we can do. But I don't like tarmac. I don't think tarmac likes me, so we'll see.
I honestly don't know. I'm taking it a run up the road and that's about it. It's no test, no nothing. I'm not a big fan of tar, to be honest, but give it a go and see what happens. I don't know.
Tar's for getting to rallies. This is just so when you go back to the gravel, you know you're doing the right thing.
But you're looking forward to today?
Yeah. But I mean, my granny's got a driving licence. She can drive in the tar, can't she? But she can't go in the woods, so that says everything, doesn't it?
Well, I'm just buzzing to get going. Just the same fettle as always. First time out on tar in this car, so it's going to be a challenge. But aye, I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a bit different, but I like the tar. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting going and seeing what we can do, because we had a few good results in the Fiesta on the tar. So yeah, now with a bit more power, it should be interesting.
Well, I'm not too sure. We'll just need to see how it goes. We'll just take it one stage at a time and hopefully we'll get round.
Yeah, Michael said he's going to open up all the chicanes for me, so I can just straight line them when I come through. That's our plan for today.
3 stages run twice made up the day. The weather warm, dry and sunny. Taking the early lead, David Hardy and John McCulloch were hoping to turn their bad luck around after a difficult season so far. The Mark II off to a great start in 18th overall. "17 seconds back, Archie Swinscoe and Jane Nicholl had made a fast start in their Opel Adam. It was a fairly clean morning. The only real issue was a dodgy handbrake, making the Titan Triangle Junctions a tricky prospect. John Crawford and Josh Davison were one of the first crews to be held up with Ian Wilson's accident in Stage 1. Stage 2, John wasn't at the races, but was starting to find a rhythm by Stage 3. The Mark II 11 seconds down on the Adam and only 1.5 seconds ahead of two-wheel drive championship leaders Peter Stewart and Harry Marchbank. Peter, not a tarmac fan, describing the morning as nothing special. Robert Proudlock and Stephen Brown were held at the start of SS1 with the Wilson accident, meaning their tyres were very cold once they got going. Stages 2 and 3 were better, and they were swapping times with Swinscoe and Nicholl in the other Adam. Such was the pace of the top 5 that Brian Watson and Sean Donnelly were 24 seconds down on the white Adam, the Mark II surviving a small argument with the chicane on the opening loop. "17 seconds back, Paddy Munro and David O'Brien were another crew to be held up in 1. Paddy's opinion on the tarmac is not really repeatable. Let's just say he much prefers the sideways style of the loose. It was tight at the bottom end of the top 10. Michael Renton and Ricky Finlayson were just 1.6 seconds behind the Blue Mark II, but it had been a difficult morning. The engine down on power, the rear brakes were sticking and the clutch was giving bother on the road sections. Sandy Fairbairn and Ian Robson were only 0.7 of a second down on the Impreza in their historic spec BMW, and they were in turn just half a second up on Scott Peacock and Craig Wallace, the Evo crew concerned over a potential broken driveshaft in SS3. They had to watch out behind them too. The sunbeam of Alistair MacArthur and Chris Robertson was sniffing around, just 0.4 of a second behind the Evo. They were already missing two of the big Evos, Johnny Mackay and Michael Cruikshank retiring in SS1, the car refusing to restart after stopping at Wilson's accident. They got back out for the second loop, but then the clutch stopped play early. Oren McDonnell and Claire Fraser also retired in one when a front wheel fell off. They were able to complete the second loop, gaining valuable mileage in the new car. Sadly, Hardy and McCulloch's horrible luck continued, the gearbox getting stuck between 5th and 6th on a road section, putting them out of the two-wheel drive and Challenger's lead. Peacock and Wallace discovered that the suspected broken driveshaft was actually a broken gearbox, meaning service was as far as they would go. Tenth two-wheel drive car home, Dave McIntyre and Cameron Dunn were happy to be back on the tar after the Speyside. It was a tricky day, the C2 feeling very skittish on the fast sections, but also not turning in well on the tight stuff. .5 seconds up the road came Scott and David Sloan. A late call up from the reserves, they hadn't done a recce and were lucky to get away with this heavy landing. Ninth two-wheel drive was a step in the right direction for the 208 crew. Tenth in the Challengers and first in the Groundwater Lift Trucks Subaru Cup was a positive result for Jordan Anderson and Harry Stubbs. The Impreza surviving an overshoot through a gate during the day.
Yeah, I'm happy. It was quite easy rally for us. It wasn't we had a fair good run through, so just trying to figure out this tar stuff. So I had a good day.
What's next for you?
Doing the Argyle next. So I was a 2 DNS early in the year. We've got to do every round now. So just to get the points. So.
Munro and O'Brien slipped back to 10th by the end of the day. Paddy's opinion of tarmac not improving much in the afternoon. Nevertheless, this result moves them into the Challengers' points lead and second in the two-wheel drives.
Good effort. Right 6, don't cap, rocks. And right 2, left 4, slippy. 60. Right on crest jump, left 1, 130. Middle, long crest, only 80, left 9. Oh no. Oh, come on, got it. 40, right 9 through the gravel.
Fraser Smith and Nicky Addison jumped the Mark II by the finish, but it was a difficult day in the Evo, running out of brakes on every stage. Fraser looking forward to how good the new car will be once he gets it set up. just up the road, things had got even tighter. MacArthur and Robertson putting on a charge, ending the rally tied on time with Renton and Finlayson. The Impreza getting the nod on the tiebreak. They were in turn only 0.4 of a second behind Fairbairn and Robson. A dream weekend for Sandy in his home lanes, receiving the Clubman Performance Award after a fantastic drive. Fifth at the finish was a solid result for Watson and Donnelly after a difficult start to their season. Rumours are flying around that Brian might be wheeling something special out for Argyll. Stewart and Marchbank's steady run continued, the 208 finishing fourth, maintaining their lead in the Autoshop two-wheel drive points. Proudlock and Brown survived a big moment on a landing after a jump. Third in both the two-wheel drives and the Challengers, it was a good result for the Adam crew. Crawford and Davison maintained their second place all the way to the finish. John reckoning he took most of the day to readjust to the tarmac. This result moving John into second in the Challengers points and third in the two-wheel drives. But taking the wins in both categories, it was a great weekend for Swinscoe and Nickel. 15th overall in the John Horton Star Drive Award, recognising how good a performance it was. Archie thanking the Proudlock team for their help in sorting a steering issue the night before the rally. The Adam battle could be another good watch at Argyll next time out.
Yeah, absolutely over the moon. It was a really tricky day. You know, swapping times with a lot of fast people, so to be here, to made it to the end, I'm over the moon. After last night, we realised the steering rack was broken, so thankfully to Malcolm Proudlock, he got us a steering rack, and you know, Rally Tech team were working flat out all night. So thank you to them.
Absolutely over the moon with him. 19-year-old and 15th overall on a Scottish event. Amazing. He has driven the door handles off that car all weekend. It's been really scary. It's been really worrying. But at the same time, every time he's come through, we're going, oh my goodness, he's done this, he's done that. So yeah, shoved to pieces. Yeah, for him and Jane. You know, and they're such a great team together. So yeah, really.